Welcome. Jayson here from JaysonMair.com. Thanks for your time. Today I want to discuss about 3 key points that I work on as a coach, which is clarity, confidence, and connection. For now, I just want to touch on a focus on clarity for now. Focus on clarity. You like that? Clarity is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of us don't achieve our goals and what we want to achieve in life. We can say that we know what we want. We want a big house, we want a flash car, or we want a holiday in Hawaii. But there's no real clarity on why we want that. You can want something and as soon as you get it, you're like, oh great, I love this is fantastic, it's a beautiful frame, I've always wanted it, thank you. And then it sits there. Great, okay. Buy another one. Now, for some people that's great. But it's clear to say that's what I want, but that's just, little things. If you say, oh, I just want a trip to Hawaii, it's a little thing unless you get clear on why you want the trip to Hawaii and what you want to achieve by it. A client of mine I worked with a few years ago, who's still a client now, she came to us very unclear on what she wanted to achieve and what she wanted to aim for in life. But one of the biggest things that we found out through the time we spent together was she'd already achieved something that gave her clarity beyond belief. And I'll explain. She doesn't mind me telling the story, so I'll share it with you. She's a young girl who wanted to go to Africa, to decide to go over to Africa to help a village over there, and she thought, well, maybe I could go over there and just teach, or be as a teacher's aide and help out with the kids and, just do whatever they need, be able to give some time, spend some time with them and achieve something that will make her feel good, but really to make them feel good. But internally, she wanted to feel good because she had done something. But in her conscious mind, she just wanted to give back and wanted to give to the people who needed it most and that weren't able to help themselves, which is a great thing. It doesn't matter though if it's a goal where you want to achieve something for yourself. You want, as I said, go and travel to Hawaii, or go and walk the Great Wall of China, or you want to start an orphanage or something. To get a clearer understanding of what you want, you need to dig down to why you want it, and not just the factual proof of why, but the feeling. Now, why I mentioned this client in particular is because when she went over to help at the school, she achieved way more than she ever thought possible. I mean, she is a remarkable person. What she's been able to achieve and what she's still doing now is just, there should be more people, even young people, but more people in general doing what she is doing. Is when she got over there, she did little things around the school, but then she ended up doing so much more. They needed funds, and to get funds over in this part of Africa, they needed to have bank accounts set up and everything else. And to do all that sort of stuff, you have to have a constitution. And I correct me if I'm wrong if she's watching this, I'm pretty sure that's the word that she used. But she had to, and she didn't know what a constitution was, but she had to write one out. So she studied to find out what it actually was and what she needed to do, and she wrote one. She wrote one to a point that not only did it help the school, but it was able to allow them to open bank accounts and have them set up as an organization where they could accept funds from around the world. Anyone could donate to them and help them. She ended up fighting a fire that, come close to property and animals and stuff, and a friend of hers that she was fighting with, I think she ripped her shirt or something, and she gave her shirt off her back and gave it to that girl to help her, and fought it just wearing a bra and pants sort of thing. But the idea was she did so much more than she ever thought possible. Now, I said to her in a session that, so when you thought about going to Africa, the feeling that you wanted to get from doing that, either for yourself or for them, the feeling you got from doing that, imagine that. And she imagined it, and she's like, great. And then I said, now imagine the feeling you got with all that you achieved. And you should have seen the look on her face. You know, she smiled when she thought about what she was going to achieve, but what she really achieved, it wasn't just over her face, it was right through her body. Her shoulders stood up, she started to feel good about herself. And she'll never admit, she's the type of girl, she never admits what she does is how wonderful it is. She just does it because she loves doing it. Now, you don't have to go and save a village in Africa. You don't have to do anything, life-saving around the world. But whenever you're trying to discover and get clear about something, don't just focus on the doing and what it is you want to do, but focus on the feeling. Once you get an understanding of the feeling, it's so much greater and such an awesome thing. So, sit down and get clear on what you actually want to achieve. Not just goals, but you want to achieve within yourself. Is it feeling good? Is it I want to have better confidence? Is it I want to stand tall, or I want to be able to walk into a room, not freak out that everyone's looking at me? Whatever it is. And if you're unclear on how to do that, what you need to do then is to sit down and really take some time, turn everything off, sit there, or if you want to have a little bit of music in the background, that's great. That also helps as well. Once you get an understanding of what you want, great, write that down. But if you're still struggling with that, I always say, get a piece of paper, A4 size paper, any size paper really, but you want it bigger the better. Draw a line across the top, a line straight down the middle. Once you've done that, on the left hand side, write what you don't want. On the right hand side, write what you do want. Now go to the do's first. Write what you do want. Write it down. Now, if you're struggling with that, that's okay. When you've done as much as you can on the do want, go across to what you don't want. And I pretty much, if you're struggling on clarity and be where to go and what to do about it, sit down and write down all the things you don't want. Doesn't matter if it's, I don't want to be working a 15-hour shift, or I don't want a partner that beats me and treats me with disrespect. I don't want a car that's older than 20 years old. I don't want to go to a place where I don't understand the language. I don't want to have to struggle to pay the bills every day. Whatever it is, write down all your don'ts, because once you've got that list of don'ts on that one side, on the other side, write down the opposite to those. If you don't want to work 15 hours a day, how many hours a day do you want to work? If you don't want a partner that treats you with disrespect and talks down to you, what do you want? If you don't want to be earning just, $30,000 or $40,000 a year, what do you want? Sit down and do this in an area where you can't be interrupted. Put your phone aside. Whoever messages you or Facebooks you or Twitters you, they can wait. This is for your opportunity to make a difference in your life and to start to move forward. You got to get clear. Now, I'll do a similar exercise but more advanced to you with you if I'm working with you one-on-one. But if you want to do it yourself, this is something to just start working on. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's relationships. It doesn't matter if it's career. It doesn't matter if it's family. It doesn't matter if it's money. It doesn't matter if it's holidays or whatever you want to achieve. Just sit there and do that list. Straight down the middle. Left-hand side, don'ts. Right-hand side, do's. Get a clear understanding of what you do and don't want. Once you get that, and you start to then get clear on what you do want, take the left-hand side of the page off and throw it away, because now you don't want to focus on what you don't want. Your subconscious and your conscious mind needs to know what you do want. So if that is the case, Once you've written down all the don'ts and you've done all the opposites and got all your do wants, rewrite the do's on a new piece of paper or cut it down the middle, throw it out, burn it, throw it in the bin, put it in the shredder, whatever you want, but get rid of it. Because what you're also doing, if you're a believer in the universe, you're now saying, I don't want that anymore. You're scrapping that. You're taking that out of your life. Once that's out of your life, you've got then your list of what you do want. Either do a vision board of these things that you do want. Put that list somewhere where you're going to see it every day. It can be on a mirror in a bathroom. It can be on your ceiling in your bedrooms, and you wake up and you look up and you see it and you go, that's what I do want. And read it to yourself. You know, I want blah blah, I want this, I want to earn this, I want to have this job, I want to have this type of partner, whatever it is. But you want to see it every day. Even if back of the toilet door, you know, if you, or somewhere on the back of your bedroom door, or wherever you get ready. Especially, I find that a lot of clients say to me, they put it somewhere where they get ready. So if they get ready in the bathroom, they don't share a bathroom, they'll put it in the bathroom on the mirror. If they are sharing or they don't want to see anyone else in the house to see it, they'll go into their bedroom and they have it on their wardrobe door. So as they open the wardrobe door, they're getting dressed and they read it. Do it. When you get up in the morning, do it at night. You will then start to open your consciousness to the things that you want. You will start to see opportunities. And what will happen is, if you start all of a sudden, when you do this, things start happening for you and you're like, oh, hang on a sec. Why is that all of a sudden happening? Jump on it. It's the universe giving you a heads up and a hand, you know. And your mind is more aware of it. If you're focusing on, I don't want bills and I don't want, you know, bad people in my life, I guarantee you, you're going to keep seeing all these bills coming in, and you're going to have all the worst people that you know contacting you and being around you all the time. It will drive you nuts. You're like, why do these people just leave me alone? I can't take it anymore. That's what happens. You just get, you know, that's what you focus on. So you've got to focus on what you do want and not what you don't want. So go and try that exercise, but get clear on not just what you want, but how it's going to make you feel and how it's going to make you feel deep down inside. That's the key. That's the key to being true to yourself. It's key to not what other people think that you should do or what you need to have, what you really feel. If it's butterflies inside, if it's, you know, it gets you to turn the music up and do a crazy little dance, that's what you want to do. Have it happening. Get clear on it. I'm hoping this will help you really get an understanding of what you like and don't like, what you want and don't want, and propels you forward. Because clarity is, as I said, one of the 3 big things I will work on with you, myself, with this and a lot of other exercises I've got to get you a real understanding of what you want, who you are, and what you can have. Because there's a great big world out there, and you want to have as much of it that's going to give you the feeling you have inside that is just going to make you just on top of the world. Seriously, do a Titanic, I'm the king of the world, or whatever it is that you want. I hope this has been helpful to you. I look forward to speaking with you sometime soon. Don't forget to check out Confidence and also Connection. They're the other 2 videos coming up. Take care, have an awesome day, and stay true to yourself. Bye.